week 14, and this is an upper body sequence, so I really hope you enjoyed this one. It's to help build strength in the arms, and also we're going to be doing some core. As always, no escape from the core, unfortunately. But it's going to help us get stronger. So yeah, once you're ready, you're going to come onto your knees and into hair stretch. So we're going to take our knees to hip distance apart, and from here we're just going to allow the hips to slide back in space, the arms to come forward, and the forehead to release towards the earth. We'll just take a deep inhale here, and as we exhale, just let it go through the mouth. So deep inhalation through the nose. Exhale, let it go through your mouth. And you're just going to try a couple of those in your own time. So just that feeling that you've arrived on the mat, you're ready to either start the day or maybe finish the evening. And just be proud that you've taken this time for yourself. You might connect to a dry breath now. Deep inhalation through the nose. Mouth stays closed. Exhale through the nose. Just taking a bit of time to notice how you feel. When you feel ready, you're going to come forward onto the floors and find yourself in tabletop. So, in tabletop, you're going to spread the fingers and just check that your shoulders are over your wrists and your knees are hip distance. And we're going to just take a little cat-cow from here. So sink the belly to the floor, big inhale, look forward. Exhale, you're going to round the spine and curl up. Inhale, sink the belly to the earth, look forward. Exhale, round the spine and curl up. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Big breath. Exhale. And from here, spread the fingers again, tuck the toes. See if you can lift your knees and your lower legs away from the ground. So your eye gaze is to the top of the mat. Draw the navel in, and let's take a couple of deep breaths. Deep inhalation through the nose. If you need to drop onto your knees, that's fine. Exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale, you got this. Last one, big breath. Exhale. Send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Well done. So your feet are hip distance apart. Your hands are shoulder width. And you're going to lift onto the ball of your toes. Lift your tippy toes. And then you're going to bend your right knee and stretch and straighten out your left leg. And then switch it up. Tippy toes, bend the left knee, stretch and straighten the right one. And then just on your natural downward dog, shoulder blades rolling away from one another. And then lower to our knees. So from here, we're going to take our hands again under our shoulders. And we did do this before in our last upper body sequence. And we're going to run through it again because it's always good to repeat things because that's how we progress, right? So, shoulders over wrist. Your bum is not lifted up towards the air, you're dropping it down towards the floor a little. So there's a little tilt and a tuck of your tailbone. So your tailbone just at the top of the butt. From here, you can keep the toes tucked, and that's going to help you balance more. Or for today, you're going to release the feet, and we're going to take a little bit more of a challenge. So shoulders are over the wrists. We're going to bend the elbows, hold them in towards the waist, and then push the floor away to come up. Now, if that feels like too much for you, you're going to bring your knees in closer. Bend the elbows and bring them back towards the back end of the mat. So there is options if you do need it. And of course, you can just go halfway with this as well. So if you want to even go before the elbow crease and then come up, because it's still going to be really, really beneficial for you. We're going to go, if we can, for 8. Bend the elbows. Gaze to look forward. Always look forward here. 7. Well done. You got it. Breathe, inhale. Exhale. 5. 4. Last 3. Stay in. You got this. 2. Ooh, one more. I'm feeling it. Excellent. Slide the hips back in space. Hair stretch. Oh, why are we doing this again? But again, as I said, the more we do things, the better it gets. So it's easy to shy away from things that we don't necessarily like, especially strength work. I hear you, because I feel the exact same way. And then just come forward again on top, of course. We're going to go through that sequence one more time. Of course, with me, it's never just once, it's always twice or 3 times. And then we're going to come to cat-cow. Sink the belly to the earth. Big inhale, look forward. Exhale, round spine, curl up. Twice more, inhale. Exhale, curl. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Find your flat back. Spread your fingers, tuck your toes. Lift your knees and your lower legs away from the earth. Gaze to look forward. Breathe. Let's take 3 breaths. Big inhalation. Big exhalation. Inhalation. You got this. Exhalation. One more. Exhale, down, raise it up. Breathe in dog. If you want to move your feet around, you can. If you want to stay still with me, you can. Breathing here. Draw the belly in and embrace. Allow the shoulders to roll away from the ears. And then lower to the knees. Yogi push up for 10. Again, choose the option that feels good for you. Hands over the shoulders, either tuck the toes or release them. Watch the butt. It's sliding down a little towards the floor, but you still have a long spine. And let's go for 10. For 10. Remember, the elbows are hugging into the waist. So just make sure your hands are under your shoulders. They're not too wide, so you're coming into like a wide, or I call it a gym push-up. Well done. 6 more. Stay in. 6. Excellent. 5. Deep breaths. You need a little breather. That's fine. If you need to go just halfway, that's totally cool. I'll do it with you. 2 more. Last one, you got it. Well done. Slide the hips back in space. Well deserved hair stretch. This time, take the knees a little bit wider, not too wide, and then join the big toes together. Release the head. Use your breath. Try not to hold the breath. Relax your head. And then as you come forward, come onto all fours. We're going to bring the knees back into hips distance. We're going to slide our hips back into hair stretch. I just want you to look forward or look towards me even. I keep keeping this real fast. So we're going to spread the fingers. Some of you have seen this before if you've done like any of my classes with me. You're going to sweep the chest between the hands. So it's a strike in Cobra. So we're going to bend the elbows, bring the elbows onto the ground. We're going to bend them. We're going to slide our hips through, bringing our chest towards the floor. The butt is lifting, and then tuck the tailbone, slide the hips down towards the earth, lift up into Cobra or into up dog. Squeeze the butt, lift up through the heart, exhale, push the hips back in space into hair stretch. Just a little sequence again for the upper body. Gaze to look forward, elbows bend and are on the floor. Striking Cobra, your chest, your chin comes down. You can hold, pause, kind of get your bearings, and then tuck the tailbone, bring the hips to the ground, lift into Cobra or up dog. Exhale, hair stretch. You're doing great. Breathe here. Look forward. Let's go. Bend the elbows. Sweep through. Hold it. You can bring your chin down now. Scoop and tuck the tailbone. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, hair stretch. Keep it going. 3 more. I am sweating. Inhale. Exhale. You need to sit one out. We've got 2 more. Please just stay in hair. Up dog. Thumbs come or hips come forward to the thumbs. Exhale. Slide back. Last one. You got this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slide back. Well done, breathe here. Downward facing dog when you're ready. Lift onto the tippy toes. Bend the right knee, stretch and straighten the left. Excellent, breathe. And then just switch. Well done, lower to the knees. How are we doing? Hopefully good, hopefully sweating. We're going to come into our dolphin plank, and actually I haven't done this in a few weeks, so we're going to bring our elbows underneath our shoulders and spread our fingers so that they're flat to the mat. Eye gaze towards the top of the mat, and then just holding here. So we're going to walk 1 foot back, draw the belly in, and if it feels good, you're going to walk both of them back and hold and fold off. And now, check out my hips, level with the spine. You're not dropping your hips towards the floor, you're not lifting them up. Just be really careful of that. Breathing here, draw the navel in. Think of your back as like a plank of wood. And let's take a couple of more breaths. Big inhalation. Exhalation. Inhalation. Exhalation. One more. Exhale, lower to the knees. Slide the hips back in space, hair stretch. Well done. Release the head, release the hips. And then as you come forward, come onto your elbows again. We're going to take the left elbow under the shoulder. We're going to turn our hips towards the left end of the mat. So we're going to be elbow underneath the shoulder. And from here, you can either stay or we're going to just stretch that bottom leg out Stacking the feet if we can. Top arm lifts. Take a big inhalation, and we're here now in dolphin. Breathe. Exhalation. One more inhalation. Exhalation. Come back into dolphin plank on both of your elbows and turn and go the other way. Breathe if you can. If not, drop to your knees. Now you can have one foot in front if you need to, or stack them. Take 3 big breaths. Inhalation. Exhalation. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale, come through the middle. Lower to the knees. Slide the hips back in space. Ooh, well done. Release your forehead. So that is a tough sequence because it's a lot of time on the elbows. We're going to try and do that as one flow or one round with 4 breaths for each. And then come forward. Are you ready? Yes, you are. You're like, I have no choice, I can't say no. So elbows underneath the shoulders. Think about your elbows pulling back towards the back end of the mat. And then either one foot or both. Breathe here. So pull the elbows back towards the top end of the mat. Take a big inhalation. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Open into side plank. Roll to the left. Open up the top arm. Hello. Breathe here. Stack or one foot in front. Inhale. Exhale. Push the bottom hip up as high as you can. 2 breaths. Big smile. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Dolphin. Switch. Turn. Open. Breathe. Stack. Ooh, I'm wobbling here, so you can't see me to turn away. 3 breaths. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Come back. Lower to the knees. Release the arms. Release the forehead. Well done. You are almost there, Yogi. Good job. And then come onto all fours. You have shoulder taps. I don't know how you're going to feel about that one either, but it's a great one to build strength for arms, core. It's got everything going on. So, fingers are spread, shoulders are over the wrists. What squeezes, hips are not hanging. Again, level with spine. Stay here. Actually, bring your feet just a little bit wider than you would usually. And then right hand is going to tap left shoulder. Left hand to right shoulder. Or you can just hold in plank. Well done. 4 more. You got it. 2 and 1. Send the hips back in space, downward facing dog. Whew. Breathe. You're just going to do that once more and we're going to be out of here. You got this. Look forward, roll into plank. Well done. Watch the hips in plank. You're not hanging or dumping into your hips. Breathe. Shoulder taps for 8. So take the feet a little bit wider. Right to left. Left to right. Breathing, feet to be on your knees. Sorry, I should have said that for the first one. 4 more. I think he's good. You know that I'm pretty chill. Anything goes. 1 more. Well done. Lower to the knees, slide the hips back in space. Oh, stretch. Well done. You're going to come forward and come onto the butts. How are we doing? Hopefully you're doing well. I'm feeling good. Now, I did say we're going to finish on bow pose a couple of times over the next couple of weeks. So we're going to finish in bow pose again. Because again, it's just so good to keep doing something. Because I think sometimes we just avoid things we don't like to do. and I'm the same. So we're going to just pop the hips back a little. We're going to lift up through the chest. Now, lean back a little. We'll take our hands by our hips just for now. Bend into the elbows. Lift the chest so you're not rounding through the spine. And then if it's good, you're going to lift one foot or both. We're going to lift up through the chest and crown of head. Breathing here. Maybe you're going to let go now. Keep the length up through the spine. Maybe extend one leg or both. And keep lifting up to the chest. Or you're going to come back. Breathe with me. You got this. Let's do 10 seconds. If you can, let's lift. We're all in this together. Breathe for 5. For 4, keep lifting. 3, 2, and finish. Open the knees. Join soles of feet. Just give yourself a little rock. And unfortunately, one more. Breathe. I feel stronger already. I hope you do too. Lift to the chest. Hands underneath the thighs. Lean back a little, but lift the chest. And then you might go one or both. Breathe. Deepen your inhale. Deepen your exhale. And then you might release. Keep lifting up to the chest and crown of head. You got this. Well done. For 5. For 4. You might lengthen for 3. Lift the feet up for 2. And release. Excellent job. We're going to roll onto the back. The best bit. Hug the knees in. Release your head. And just take a couple of breaths. And then from here, I'm just going to allow the arms to open, knees to come up over the hips. And you're going to drop the knees to the right hand side and turn your head to the left. And if it's good, you're going to straighten your top leg and take it up towards the hand. And breathe here. Just get a little release. Always good to twist, no matter what. And then just release and we'll go the other way. Pop them to the left, turn the head. And if it's good, you're going to stretch the top leg. Deepen the breath. Inhalation, exhalation. If your leg is long, push through the heel. And then just come back to the center. Let's just hug our knees in towards our belly and just relax the head, breathing. And just from here, just pop your feet to the floor. If you like, you can draw your soles of feet together, let your knees open. Press the hands on the belly, take a big inhale. And exhale, soften. Just take a couple of breaths to yourself as we come into this little shavasana or relaxation meditation. You won't be here for very long, but just enough time to allow the breath to settle back. Allow everything to slow. Notice the rise and the fall. The breath in your belly. Relax the muscles in the face. Feel that strength from the inside of you shine out to the outside. And start to deepen your breath more. You might wiggle the fingers, the toes. You might turn the head. Or maybe stretch your legs or your arms overhead. Or hug your knees in and release your back. So when it feels good, you're going to roll onto one side and use your top arm to press yourself up. Coming to cross leg. Allowing your hands to relax onto your knees, or your thumb and your index finger together. Take a big inhale through your nose. And by the side, let it go. Big inhale. Side out. Inhalation. Side out. And rub your hands together. Create some heat, some fire. Once they're warm, place them over your eyes. Breathe in a deep sense of thanks and gratitude to your body. And really feel that strength flow through you from the inside, shining right out into the outside. And if we get the inside right, we can allow the outside to fall into place a little more. Joining thumbs to forward a sign of peace to one another, the practice we share together, towards the lips for gratitude and to the heart for love. As we bow to one another. Namaste. Thank you, guys. I'll still always clap no matter what. Thank you so much for joining me today or this evening, whatever part of the day you're joining in. I hope you enjoyed the upper body sequence. I think upper body I can have such a love-hate relationship with, but it's so important to do it. People strengthen the arms and strength for like other yoga practices as well. So if you did feel like it was tough, because it is tough, like push-ups are so tough. It took me so much time to practice. So please don't feel like, oh my god, I can do it, I'm not strong. You are, like, even doing 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter. So just please keep going, keep it up. And if you have any questions, I'm always here to ask at any time or anything about building strength. But yeah, please look back over the other upper body sequences as well, because they are all linking up to one another. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking because I could go forever. But I just hope you have a really great day and weekend if you're watching this today. I'm sending lots and lots of love to you.